At times, it feels like justice in our country is on life support.
The dream of equality is alive. We can still hear free at last, echo in our souls. But sadly, our dream is yet to be realized.
There's so much work to be done, and that work is our purpose.
Our mission is to help rewrite the story of not just our city, but our nation.
We know that when justice is restored, so are people.
Imagine cities like yours uniting to find solutions to end injustice everywhere.
Together, we can reinvest in our communities.
Refocus our vision.
Reimagine our future.
We are a place. We are a people. We are a purpose.
We are ReCity.
Welcome to our next episode of ReCity Chronicles. I'm really excited about today's episode. We have the Restorative Transitions team with us today. And so I'd love to go around and have each of you introduce yourselves, tell us who you are, the role that you have at Restorative Transition, tell us how long you've been there, and then why did you join Restorative Transition? So Clint, we're going to start with you and work our way around.
Oh, sounds good, KJ. My name is Clint Barrett. I'm the case manager of Restorative Transitions. I've been here since March 2024.
Oh,
time flies.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been around these guys all my life. And God led me here because one door closed, and it was obvious I had to go in this direction.
Yeah.
So
that's good. Well, we're going to come back to that a little bit later, hear what that door was. Next, Geno.
Hey, Geno Eaves. I am Program Associate with Restorative Transitions. Came on at the same time as Clint, March of 2024. Good gracious. Yeah, and I got led here, sort of transitioned into this work with some questions from KJ and one of the board members, and I was like, yeah, it was a good fit. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's great. Bobby
Harrington, Program Manager with RT. Been here since the very beginning, since it was, I guess, an idea along with Sarah. Well, I do what I do, just passionate about people coming home, needing that extra support, because I've been there myself, having lived experience. So just passionate about helping other people.
Yeah.
And like Clint said too, I really believe this is something the Lord had me to do. So
yeah.
I
remember early conversations when RT was an idea, and I remember Bobby, you and Sarah in those conversations and how it was all coming together. So we'll hear more about that in a minute.
Yeah, you looped me in too. We connected with Matt a while ago too. So,
yeah. Sarah.
I'm Sarah Landis, and I'm the Executive Director at Restorative Transitions, and been doing this since 2020. So felt like it was a good idea to open up a housing program in the height of COVID.
Yeah, why not?
Still here.
Yeah.
And I, again, just feel called to this work, and the great team behind it definitely is the reason why it's been running for 5 years strong.
Yeah, I feel like I have had the privilege of kind of watching the growth and evolution of Restorative Transitions, kind of going from an idea to it actually being a reality, and then the growth of that reality to a team of, 4 staff people and multiple houses, and, the impact and getting to see the people that Restorative Transitions works with as they're here at ReCity and involved in other organizations. So it's been pretty cool to see just the way that Restorative Transitions has grown. And I think that, again, from my outside perspective, I would say that it seems largely effective because of you guys, because of the staff, who you are, the kind of people you are, the way that you care about the people that you work with. So Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about the mission of Restorative Transitions? For people who maybe don't know, have never heard of Restorative Transitions, can you describe the work that you guys do?
Sure. So our mission is to empower justice-involved individuals through holistic case management while they reenter the community. And so the goal is any participant who walks through our doors, we want to meet them where they are and not push an agenda on them, but have them set their goals short-term and long-term, and then connect them to the resources and offer the support they need to get there.
That's great. Over the years, Bobby and Sarah, you guys have been here since the beginning. Are there things that ways that the work that you have done has grown, things that you've learned in the process that kind of shaped different things about the work that you do?
Oh, yeah. I just had a meeting yesterday and the lady asked me, what wouldn't I do over? And I don't know if there's any regrets per se, but it's just been a learning experience. There wasn't really a model for this. So creating something, we used to say it felt like we were building the plane while in the air.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We know that story well here at ReCity.
What you do?
For sure.
Yeah.
I would say just like, when you're dealing with human beings, just meeting people right where they're at.
Yeah.
Every situation is different.
Yeah.
I really don't think it's a blueprint to it. And kind of like Sarah go, just learning as we go.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Bobby, you mentioned having lived experience. Are there things about this work that you are doing now that you think about from your own experience about the value of it and how important it is and the way that you get to provide something that I know in conversations we've had in the past that weren't necessarily there for you at that time? Any ways that kind of affects the work that you're doing?
Oh, definitely. A lot. For one, the most important, I think, allows me to empathize with situations, roadblocks that people run into, being able to speak into their situations to give encouragement. When I came home, there was no resources.
Yeah.
So just seeing how, I guess you say, North Carolina, well, specifically the Raleigh-Durham area has progressed and supporting individuals come home is a blessing. And then for us to be like a bridge and support for individuals where before it wasn't available.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing, man, to see people go from, complete reliance upon individuals to get into a place of independence. And just to see that fire stroked in people is a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely life fulfilling.
Yeah. Geno and Clint, can you guys share maybe some of your favorite things about the job that you get to do from the roles that you sit in that are fulfilling and part of the reason why you do this work?
So for me, and I always say this, my favorite part, I might get to do it today, is welcome people home.
Yeah.
I'm just as involved as well. I'm about to date myself because it was in the 90s. So it's been a little...
That's all right. We love the 90s around here.
Yeah.
We love the 70s. The young people did too, especially the music. So when I came home, none of this existed. And then I don't even remember a greeting. I mean, my family was there.
Right.
But it was like not a lot of support.
Right.
You go to a halfway house, get a job.
Yeah.
You had to pay. And even when I left, I still had to pay up to 6 months. So it just go. And so greeting people now,
right,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Because I know what that felt like even 30 years ago.
Right.
Some things never, ever leave you. The nervousness, being overwhelmed, and the excitement at the same time.
Right.
So that's my favorite part of the job.
Yeah, one of the things that I love about RT and how one of the ways I feel like it complements and works well with ReCity is ReCity wants to be a space that's a welcoming space. We have tried to build a culture and a community that welcomes everybody and like, it doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter what you've been through. We want to create a space that makes people feel welcome. And I see that in what RT does. And I hear that and talking with, the participants about how they feel being part of RT is, one of the things I just love about the work that you guys are doing. Geno, how about you?
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is when I first meet a new resident, a new person coming into the program, and I greet them with a big hug.
Yeah.
Welcome them, congratulate them, I encourage them, but just genuinely happy.
Yeah.
Coming from a system of bondage into something that can walk you through freedom.
Yeah.
It's one of the most exciting parts that I enjoy. One of the biggest things I enjoy in life is seeing somebody get baptized.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right up there with it.
Yeah.
Because you're coming home to freedom.
Yeah, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're coming out of the bondage and coming out. And I'm just as involved as well. I got out in 2016. There was no program.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wish there was a program like this when I had come home. I had to, in trying to find housing, I was couch surfing for a good month and a half, 2 months before I was able to get into a spot. And it, all at the same time, having to get a job, maintain a job, not knowing, what's going, just all the moving parts. Still having to meet the requirements of a PO, and still having to, just all of the things that come along with it. So the stability that's able to be provided from the housing side is one of the things I really enjoy about the program. But yeah, when men come home, it's just like, I see them, like I get a huge smile on my face, and I just like, let's hug it out.
Yeah, I wanted to.
You're right.
Yeah. He's one of it's cool.
No, because I mean, experience the love first off. You've been in an environment where it's just like can be dog eat dog. And you don't know, you're guarded. I just I want people to know that you don't have to be guarded with us. We're here for you.
Yeah, I think anybody that knows you, anybody that's around ReCity or RT knows that's genuine. That's true. You said, you qualified what you just said and said you're genuinely happy when people come home. And I think that is absolutely true. And that's part of what I think people feel and experience with you. It's not part of a program that we're going to try to make people feel this way so we can get them to do something else, right? It's like, no, you just feel that way because you actually care about people and are excited for them in this moment. Again, I think that's one of the remarkable things about RT is you guys, the work, who you are as people, whether it's experience or compassion or care, whatever that is, it is drawing you to people and making people feel welcome and at home, which is, that's a powerful thing to provide for people. So I know that you guys provide housing, but we also know that transitioning is complex. It's not just one thing. There's a lot of things that people are trying to navigate. So how do you help people navigate all the things outside of housing? What's part of that process or that program or the partnerships that you have to help provide kind of that wraparound support? Whose department does that fall under to answer that question? Is that Bobby and Clint?
Okay, so it starts from after Geno's big hug. We have levels. So, and the ideal of it is level 1 is foundation. So can't get a job without ID, social security card, plugging you into healthcare, mental health, all the resources. Some here at ReCity, the health department with the FIT program, LRC, building that community, and plus building local reentry council. Yeah, bad with using acronyms from my past. And building that community, not just the resources, but the people, the faces. This is who, you go to for this and that. And so that they feel, and getting that phone number out. Welcome home is key because they provide a cell phone and connect them with other resources. So level 1 is where I start with them the most. And on to sitting at the DMV, to taking them to on job interviews or plugging them into resources like NC Works and things of that nature. But just always pretty much being available for conversation too, and in that adjustment, because there's building trust. And, reminding them that they are worthy. They deserve this. And it's what you make of it. Because we're going to be here and we're going to support you and everybody else that we're going to put in front of you for this same exact way.
That's awesome. Sidebar, we can edit this in and out, right? I have a question for you, Clint. When is the time that you like seeing people come home? What day of the week and why?
Friday.
Yeah, why?
Well, I like Friday because they don't have to. So when they come on Monday, everybody's there. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot overwhelming. So welcome home's coming. This person's coming. I got to drive you here, there. When they come on Friday, we do the bare minimum. Getting to know everybody. And I love taking them to their welcome home meal. We talk about what you've been thinking about. What do you want to eat? I like McDonald's. been sitting in the thing at McDonald's. Okay, if you want a burger, we're going to do Five Guys or something.
Right.
You know, and some people never been there, and they're like so excited. And it's just the small things. And then they get to just ease into it and relax over the weekend.
I think another big thing too is because we've created such a good atmosphere at RT, like the other residents welcome individuals when they come home, kind of give them the lay of the land. We've had individuals cook for individuals to welcome them in, just help them feel like they're really part of a family.
Yeah, you're building the community, and it's not just on the four of you as staff. I know that you guys also have volunteers that do some things as well. Anybody want to talk a little bit about ways volunteers support the work that you guys do?
I'm gonna let Geno do that, but I wanted to continue as far. So we also help people like with financial literacy, the budgeting piece. So I guess a big part of RT is getting people prepared for independence, getting people prepared for success and whatever that looks like for them, not what it looks like for us.
Right.
So just pouring into people, because meeting them where they're at. Some people might be good at financial literacy, good at budgeting money, but just trying to meet people where they're at. And whatever they're missing or might need assistance on, we try to provide a resource or make sure that we're partnering with people that can help in those areas.
Yeah, I love what you just said about not what we want for them, but what they want. You know, that kind of self-directed agency of like, I get to decide what I want my future to be like, and I'm going to make these choices, but you guys are providing the opportunities for them, kind of laying it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's part of the conversation. We go over the checklist, but those are things that all of us need to move. And then it's, what are your personal goals and what do you want to do?
Can I interject something? The hard skills are very important and vital for getting someone to that self-sufficiency. So those tools that we're always trying to show them how to use, whether it's opening up a bank account, calling and making a doctor's appointment, using a cell phone, how to send an email, technology changes on a daily basis. So when we have someone join the program who's been inside for 30 years, it's all very foreign. But I would say those soft intrinsic skills are so important too, that you might not be able to check off on a list. But our goal, I think, behind everything is for anyone who comes into our program, whether they're with us for 24 hours, sometimes that happens, or years as a graduate and stays in the community, is for them to find who they are. That's my biggest pleasure in doing all of this, is when it's just like this light bulb that clicks eventually, and they start to see themselves as the person that they were created to be, and these labels and stereotypes start to fall away, and they start loving themselves, and that's really the catalyst into their future and where they truly can get to where they want to be.
We're going on a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, Bobby here, Community Manager at ReCity Network in downtown Durham, North Carolina. If you're looking for an event venue in downtown Durham that feels modern, flexible, and easy to host, ReCity is built for exactly that. Our space is perfect for corporate meetings, community events, professional workshops, training sessions, fundraisers, and special celebrations, with flexible layouts, reliable Wi-Fi, and convenient downtown access. We also have free parking, deck access, and an incredibly friendly staff. And here's the best part. When you book with ReCity, your rental helps subsidize local nonprofits and social entrepreneurs, so your event makes an impact beyond the room. To learn more about booking your event, visit recitynetwork.org. See you soon.
Welcome back. Let's get back into this. So I'd love to get back to the volunteer ways people can volunteer, be a part of RT. But just to give you all a heads up so you can be thinking along these lines also, I'd love to hear from each of you maybe a favorite story of something in your time with RT, a particular participant or something that happened that you could share with us that could kind of help give us a picture of kind of life with RT. Geno, were you are you assigned the answer of the volunteers?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe all.
I see everybody looking at you.
So volunteering with RT, it looks different for everyone. There's lots of different opportunities, but one of the simplest ways financially, you can donate and be a monthly donor.
Yeah. Yeah, RT is a nonprofit 501c3, and so donations, I would imagine, would be helpful.
Donations are always helpful. Yeah. But if you're wanting to be more, I guess, boots on the ground involved, one of the simplest ways to get involved is to do a meal, to invite your small group, your friends, whoever, to prepare a meal for the residents. We have throughout the year many different volunteers, many different small groups come to a house and do a meal, a cookout, a fellowship time with the residents. It's non-invasive. There's not apprehension in that, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say, I don't know who I'm going to be around. You're around people that you know, and the people that you know the people that you're going to see. Right. And so there's a little bit of more comfort there. That's one of the simplest ways to come in. We cover prayer for the residents, for the houses. Yeah, and so that the group ideal. And then once getting involved, relationships start forming naturally, conversations start happening naturally. And so that then your questions start popping up. Oh, what can I do? That's the simplest point, but we need, we have opportunities for transportation, to appointments, to job interviews, to wherever the residents need. We have work days at the homes where, we do yard work and gardening and repairs and things like that. There's one-on-one opportunities of, working with the resident one-on-one and mentoring. Yeah. In that capacity. There's Bible studies. There's taking them out on events. We've done bowling, where it's been sponsored by volunteers. Volunteers have taken residents to baseball games during bowls in the summertime. There's just all kinds of different ways, helping with budgeting, helping, whatever we have ideas of what we want, but we also don't want it just be in that box. Right. Because if you have a skill set that benefits the residents that you want to give and you want to serve, we want that as well. We want those ideas as well, so that you're not just sitting there doing the checkbox of what is like, here's something to do. Right. And we also respect everyone's time. If it's something where some volunteers can serve multiple days a week. Some can only do once a month. Right. Some can do once a quarter or once a year. We respect all of that. Yeah. So we want for the residents to be built up and served in the capacity that benefits them, benefits you.
So lots of opportunities, lots of ways, lots of flexibility as well. So how could somebody find out the information or get in touch with someone from RT to be able to volunteer?
There's a website.
Okay. All right.
It's
called
restorative-transitions.org. You go onto the website. There is a section there for volunteering. You click on that. You fill out the information for it. And there's also a section on there for donating. Okay. Where you can choose one time, monthly, however you choose to do that. So restorative-transitions.org is where you can donate and sign up to be a volunteer.
Thank you.
Restorative-transitions.org.
More time. Yeah. Before we get to the stories, there's something that has been mentioned a couple times that I'm interested about seeing how this connects. Sarah, you talked about welcome, belonging. There's an author, a guy that I have read his books. His name is Father Greg Boyle. He founded Homeboy Industries in Los Angeles. His kind of most famous book is called Tattoos on the Heart, and his most recent book is called Cherished Belonging. They do it's a reentry program since the 80s. They've been doing it for 40 plus years and have had, they're the largest in the world and have had success. And everything for them is built around creating belonging. So it's less about programs and more about creating a space that makes people feel welcome and like they belong. And I've heard that as part of what you guys keep saying, and I've mentioned it as the kind of people that you are. How important is that, I guess, is my question. And then what I want to tie that to is recidivism rates. And there's a stat that I've heard about RT and recidivism rates for people that have gone through your program, and I'm kind of making the leap of trying to tie those two things together. And so I'd love somebody to be able to maybe comment a little bit on that.
Yeah, when you have a place to belong and people who love you for who you are unconditionally, you want to be there, stay there. You want to give back, be the best version of yourself. And that's the culture that we try to create, is no strings attached. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we've had someone move into the program and they look us dead in the eye and say, why? What's the catch? And the answer is always, there is no catch, because we care. Just stick around and you'll see that this is genuine. We want you here and we want you to be here. And I think it also ties back into that identity of self and loving the person that they are and finding the worth that they have. Our ultimate goal, Geno touched on it, is always to point back to Christ, and that we believe every single person is an image bearer of Christ and was created in his image. We will accept anyone and we will love anyone and plant the seeds as much as they will allow. And that's what we've been called to do. That's, I think, where the success of the program comes from as well, is when the participants see that we truly care and we want what's best for them. It gives them this motivation and drive to continue to do what they're doing. It's not easy. I mean, it is between the collateral consequences of just how the systems are created and the numerous, countless barriers that they have to overcome and navigate every single day. It takes so much grit and resilience that they're my heroes. I could not do what they do every day. It's not easy. And so for us to try to pour into them as much as we can, that on the flip side is the success of the program. And the recidivism rate is something that we're very proud of. Right now, we're at a 98% graduate success rate. So we have 42 graduates living in the community, and we're hoping for another 5 to 6 by the end of this year. And those are men and women who have come in and have kept their focus for 12 months and have done the hard work that's needed to be community members, the people that you are in line with at the grocery store, that you sit next to at church, that you open up the door for at the library. They're just like us. And we want them to feel like they belong to this community.
I love that. Yeah, that's really impressive. The statistic, 98%, think that it speaks to this culture, this community, this family that RT creates, this sense of belonging, this sense of value, and believing that we have value because you guys treat people like they have value. It's not just something that's being said, but it's communicated in the behavior and the actions. And I think that's, powerful. Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, just to add to it, it's not a matter of religious preference. So no matter what we choose, we're representing, we still accept anybody, where they're at and whatever they choose to ascribe to.
Yeah, that's important to note, and I appreciate that.
Question for you, KJ, before you go to your next question.
Okay. Turning the tables.
Yeah. What is your favorite Martin Luther King Jr. quote?
Life's most important question is, what are you doing for others? I think that is, Dr. King was a pastor. I think it comes from his faith and his belief. And I think that is life's most important question. I think that's the question that we all should be wrestling with. And when we're not wrestling with that kind of question, I think it usually leads to, unhealthy behaviors and patterns. But if we can keep in the forefront of our mind, what are we doing for others? I think it creates the kind of world where people feel like they belong and they feel like they're a part of something.
Yeah. I asked that question because, one, I knew the answer to. but
that was risky.
But that's what's intertwined in here.
Yeah.
Like we don't consciously say it,
right?
But that is birthed within us.
Yeah.
At RT.
Yeah.
And we're always saying, what can we do for others? There's always, well, in meetings and phone calls and text threads where I'm missing text because my phone is janky. Like what resources are coming through? Oh, this, maybe we can connect this person with this. That's constant on the hearts of RT, of all of us. So I love that quote.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. He has a few good quotes.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap our time up with, I'd love to hear a story, and really any direction you want to take the story in, an individual or an encounter or something that kind of helps paint a picture of the work that RT is doing. And then,
wow, there's so many that you don't think about, because when you spend a lot of time with people, you're a part of really deep moments.
Right.
I guess, because I've been here over a year, so I'm walking through with people who are going to graduate, and have graduated. And I guess in particular, because I'm at the DMV so much, them preparing to get their license, one in particular he just burst out crying. He just was so grateful. It's like that day the Lord was working with him. He had to go. He had fines. And so where we went to the DMV, it's for the area he is from. And he went over to, it's a form you fill out to see if they can be waived. And he happened upon seeing the DA that remembered him. And she just dismissed it. So when I went back and got him, and he was just, I can get my license. And he was so excited. And so so he went in. He didn't even have to he didn't need insurance because they were technically still valid, but he had to do those fines. And he's like, I don't have $14. And all that. I was like, I'm not coming back. So here. And he was just bawling in the car and just so thanking God and just so grateful.
Yeah.
And then he was working, and yesterday he received a car from Wheels for Hope.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And so that stuck out to me because I was just with him.
Yeah.
And I'm remembering that journey when I met him. And now he's further into independence because now he has a vehicle.
Right. Yeah, that's beautiful. One of the things that you said right when you were starting is that there's so many moments because you're with people so often. I think that's a powerful statement about you and the work that you're doing, that you are with people, a lot of people in a lot of really significant moments. And that's part of what the beautiful work that you guys are doing is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I do.
That's cool. Geno.
The first time going to an event with a bunch of the residents, seeing the interaction and being part of the interaction inside the home is one thing, but being outside the home and seeing everybody, so many bald head people let their hair down, going bowling.
Yeah.
Like, and just the sheer amount of fun.
Yeah.
And the reminder of, this is life. We can have fun time in life as well. And forgetting about any other struggles, any other things that's going on, and just interacting with each other in just an open public setting. And it's just like, we're just going to bowl, we're just going to have a good time. And just watching and seeing like the smiles and the laughter and just the enjoyment of people that live at different houses and how they're connecting. And it's just like, this is just normal. This is what normal life should be. And we want everybody to experience that normal life. And just having that snapshot of just being there bowling with them and just learning more about the characters and the clowns that we got, that we get to serve. That was really awesome.
Yeah, that's great. The idea of being able to enjoy, laugh, have fun, even while life can be weighty and heavy, I really think that we can't really appreciate that outside of a community of people where we feel like we belong. Like on our own, isolated, going through heavy, hard times, you're not laughing and having a good time. It's only in the context of community that we can be in a transition that can be challenging and can be difficult, but be able to laugh and enjoy life because of, the people around us. So that's beautiful.
That event was pushed by one of the volunteers. We call them champions.
Yeah.
So if you like to champion with us, restorative-transitions.org. You can sign up as a volunteer, or you can donate and be a monthly donor.
What's the website?
restorative-transitions.org.
Beautiful. I love it. Bobby.
Oh man, it's numerous stories. I think not somebody specific, but just the part that I get the most out of is just seeing individuals, because I experienced it coming home anxious, not knowing how life's going to be, not really having a full plan of how things are going to go, but to see through the process, to see people's confidence gain, to see that spark in their eye, to see that confidence. Going to see one individual this morning, I went to his job and just see the smile on his face.
Yeah.
To say, hey man, I'm doing what I need to do.
Yeah.
I'm about to get my license. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to finish getting my GED.
Yeah.
And just see, man, just the glow that he had.
Yeah.
Knowing when he first came here and how he was young and anxious, to see, man, the resilience through it, but also see the confidence that he gained in the end. Like, that's priceless, in my opinion. And we've seen so many individuals come through the program. Kind of like in a dark space, but then by the end of the program, they're like, man, they're confident in themselves. They feel more led on their decisions. They probably gain their license, stable employment, and for them, they're at a place of success, reaching that place of independence.
Yeah, that's beautiful. People are amazing. People are amazing, and I love being able to see and observe just how life unfolds and how people fight for it, and are gritty and resilient and stick with things, and then get to experience those things. It's beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes it's just us planting seeds, but then to see the fruit of them seeds and in real time, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
So many stories. We've served over 200 men and women in the last 5 years, and there's big moments and little moments, but they're all amazing ones. The one for me that comes to mind is the work that we do. A lot of times we have to find a silver lining, because Clint said, we're in the weeds and it can be difficult and heavy. We lost one of our participants in 2024 to gun violence, and that was hard. It's not something we ever expected. I think you kind of prepare for the worst in doing work like this, but when it happens, we were able to come together as more than a team, but a family, to support each other. And through his very untimely death, his mom has become a huge part of Restorative Transitions. And it's been such a beautiful picture to have the blessing to witness, where she brings meals for the men that live at the house currently that her son was at. And she was a big part of our banquet in 2025 and putting it together and bringing certain people to the table. And it's just a reminder that the work that's being done at RT it goes beyond the individual. We're seeing generations impacted. We're seeing cycles broken. And so that's, to me, one of the coolest parts of it, is when we're able to pull back and just kind of see the whole picture of what's happening. And from women who haven't had contact with their children for years, now actively parenting and getting an apartment with her children to be there with them, and just all of the things that we've seen, healthy relationships either created or restored, and just the growth is really cool. And especially when you're seeing that being either passed down to these future generations, or what's being repaired in the past, and allowing these reconnections to happen.
Yeah, that's amazing. As we wrap up our time here, any kind of last words for anyone listening who really wants to know more about RT? If only there were a website or something that we knew. Or any other last messages to people about RT?
Yeah. If listening to this has stirred something in you, I really would encourage you to go to the website. We realize that our hearts don't all bleed for the same thing. And there's a lot of brokenness in this world and vulnerable populations that need help and support. Justice Involves Community is definitely one of those. And so if it's something that you're interested in being a part of, we would love to have further conversations. We're a staff of 4. We can serve up to 40 active participants, and we have 42 and counting graduates. So within 6 months, we can be working with over 100 people at a time. And so while we love to do what we do, we are finite beings. And so the more people that we can get to be a part of our community, just the more impact we'll be able to have.
At times, it feels like justice in our country is on life support.
The dream of equality is alive. We can still hear free at last, echo in our souls. But sadly, our dream is yet to be realized.
There's so much work to be done, and that work is our purpose.
Our mission is to help rewrite the story of not just our city, but our nation.
We know that when justice is restored, so are people.
Imagine cities like yours uniting to find solutions to end injustice everywhere.
Together, we can reinvest in our communities,
Refocus our vision.
Reimagine our future.
We are a place, we are a people, we are a purpose.
We are ReCity.